Hello and welcome to the Smythe podcast. I had to remind myself that this is not the Hearts podcast. And if you have noticed, some episodes as well as videos in the Focus playlist have been deleted because of former team members who are no longer in our team. So we've had to delete them just to keep the peace. And we have also finally updated this podcast channel now. I'm sorry it's been a few months since the last activity, but I have been busy with all the other YouTube channels, which take up a majority of my time. As you know, this is the third focused YouTube channel. I've also deleted former streams, which have been thankfully downloaded before the deletion from the main YouTube and just transferred them to the second YouTube channel, which is for stream uploads and channel trailers. So it's just keeping everything together, especially since the main YouTube is getting busy with all the focuses that I do have. So don't panic. They are, on the second YouTube channel, so viewers can rewatch it if they miss being on the viewing count. Now, this is episode 6. I've had to recount the episodes as well because on my let me just get my channel up. Sorry, just bear with me. On the podcast channel, we have only 5 episodes. This one will not have seasons. This one will only have relevant subjects to content creation and maybe collabed episodes with other creators that might come on. So we'll have hopefully many guests on our show. But from the title of this episode, we will be talking about wishes, dreams, and success. And I will also cover goals and content creation that I have in general. But yes, I do apologise for the inactivity here. Handling 3 channels is a lot. It's very important to us in a British Empire, now renamed to that in early 2026, that our dreams and successes are respected. And working alongside the common fears of achievemophobia, which is fear of success, we can all work together. I think the only way we can overcome that fear is by managing it and seeing a balance with it. And I don't really think that anyone can overcome this fear, as it can be really challenging. I unfortunately have this fear because I do content creation and writing, because I do have many talents, and putting it to use in creativity with content creation and writing. So I'm going to list the types of content that I do. For me, I do Twitch streaming, which is my main content creation platform, and I do YouTube on the side with variable videos and focuses inside the channel, so that I do have, and they have dedicated playlists as well. But with YouTube, I have 3 YouTube channels for each purpose. This channel, which is purely to educate about content creation and writing. My main YouTube, which is ranging from YouTube live streams, the main podcast, which is the Hearts podcast, shorts, and game upload. And then we have More the British Empress, and that is finally my second YouTube channel for the channel trailers uploads and the stream uploads, which also have thankfully got former streams of the earliest days of 2025. Those are the most earliest streams I could find, because sadly there are time limits on how long you can keep a stream, and I think it does change if you do get verification on Twitch, but that is a long goal to work towards. I do have Discord as well, which is A British Empire. That is the new rebranded name. And you should be able to join via the provided links of this channel. please let me know if you do have any difficulties with the links. You will have limited access upon joining, and you will have the Royal Subjects role. This is my member role. For full server access, you will need to agree to the rules with the provided reaction, and then that will give you access to the rest of the server and voice channels as well. I have it built this way to avoid our most used channels being spammed. This has happened in the past, and well done to my mods who have been very quick about handling that situation. You will only have access to the waiting room VC and that should only be used as a waiting room when you do have full access, because the other one is a private one for selective friends, and then we have the mod VC, which is also private and no one can see that one. They should be private to protect our privacy right as individuals in that server. I have seen content creators do content like Twitch and YouTube and not have a Discord community. But in my opinion, I really recommend you build one, because then it can be surrounded by all the best dedicated fans. And you never know, you may make a lot of friends and possibly life partners. Nevertheless, you should definitely invest in social media to help promote your content. Whilst I do own Facebook and WhatsApp, I do keep that strictly private to my IRL only, and whilst I am an ally, I am particular in my friends, especially IRL, as I like to keep that reasonably small. Social media is definitely a good way of promoting yourself, your interests, and your content. I would recommend using Instagram, X, which is formerly known as Twitter. Discord is a great way of just promoting your content, and you can give it all kinds of perks to it, and it's a great way of forming your own community. Within all of these content creation platforms, you should express your wishes, dreams, and success to all your friends and fans. I'm sure, like many of us, we have wishes, but you do need to be careful of what you wish for. And goals are a good way of setting for yourself and your community, as well as your content. For me, I have my main goals, and that is spread out on all the platforms like Twitch, YouTube, and Discord. And then I have little goals in between, which are sub-goals of the content that I do. For instance, on Twitch, the main goal is to get to partner, which is verification, one day. However, you have to work insanely, really hard. And at the moment, I have a tight schedule because of IRL commitments, and it's just finding my balance. But when I am in my second apartment, besides the spontaneous streams I do now, I will be more independent and my IRL commitments will reduce, so I will be able to expand my schedule even more. 3 things that will prevent me from doing really long streams will be Twitch going live again, because that happens with Stream Elements. Streamlabs reconnecting, that usually happens once I've done a really long stream, or sometimes bad internet. And then 3 internet glitches, and that's sometimes the weather or just a bad area that I'm in the house. But on a good day, I do 1 hour and 30 minutes, but I am trying to push for 2 hours. I did manage to do 3 hours plus, and then my Streamlabs reconnected, so it's just learning to know what Streamlabs wants to do. It's immensely annoying when Twitch makes me go live again, because then that means more than one VOD will be on there, and I will need to delete some, only to make sure that my viewers watch the right ones. Within Twitch, I have sub-goals, and no, I don't mean gifted subs, this is completely separate. I have an achievement panel and a Twitch goals panel. So the achievement panel will log all of my wishes that I formerly had and the present, sorry. And then the goals that I have for Twitch, which is separate, are things like for my community. So how many followers I'd like to achieve. Now, I will say good luck to all of your successes and congrats along the way. Please do ignore the haters, your enemies, and those who don't want you to have success, because you will come across all three of those things. And the third is mostly because of jealousy.